Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to another episode of the Noble Woman Show. My name is Gabriela. You know, we always bring you interviews that would transform your lives and impact you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Are you planning a trip or you're going for a holiday with a lot of destinations all over the world? Just decide on where you want to go, and see Ryan Travels will take you there. We offer UAE visa, air ticketing, tour packages, hotel reservations, corporate travels, and many more. You can contact Ryan Travels on 0264 623 091 or 0302 408067. You can email cryanTravels at c.ryantravels@gmail.com. C Ryan Travels. You pack, we plan.
Welcome back from the break. This is still the Noble Woman Show. The show is proudly brought to you by C Ryan Travels. We plan, you pack. Today on the show, we'll be talking to a woman who is an entrepreneur. She is doing so well in her field of work, and I believe she has a lot to share with us today. Call a friend to stay tuned, because I believe that if you want to be an entrepreneur and do well for yourself, this is the best interview to watch. We'll be talking to Mrs. Yvonne Opare. Welcome to the Number One Show.
Thank you very much.
You look very beautiful, Amy.
Thank you. And so do you.
Thank you. You are an entrepreneur. Growing up as a child, did you know that this is what you would be, or you had a different ambition? You know, when we were all kids, we know that I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a pastor, I want to be a doctor. What did you want to be when you were a child? And did you know this is where you would be growing up?
Yeah, that's a good question. Actually, I hadn't decided what I wanted to be. As you said, a lot of children know exactly what they want to be. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to be till after A-levels. I went to school in the old system, so I didn't do SS. I did O and A-levels. So that should tell you the category of age I'm in. Okay. But yeah, so after A-levels, my aspiration was to do university abroad. And unfortunately for me, the year that I went to university, my dad passed. My dad, who was supposed to pay my school fees, passed. So I found myself working and going to school at the same time. So instead of a degree that would have taken 3 years or at the most 4 years, mine took 5 years because I had to work through it. I had to sometimes sit a semester out and work. But I really didn't know till after university when my husband and I bought our first house. And through that experience of buying a house, something just lit up in me, and you know, the beauty of the end process, the beauty of your own home, owning your own piece of real estate. And so I started thinking, oh, maybe I could do this. Maybe I could be a professional realtor, is what we call someone who does real estate, a professional realtor. So I decided at that point to go and take in the US, you have to be licensed. You have to take a state examination and pass to be able to call yourself a real estate agent. And unlike in Ghana, where there's no school, there's no exam or anything that you have to do. So that was the moment I decided to go into my own business.
So after you graduated from school and you married, you were not doing anything?
I actually was. I worked a bit for Hewlett-Packard,
okay.
Which is an IT company that everybody knows. I worked also for Sprint. It's a telecommunications company.
So is that your background? What did you study in school?
What I studied in as my bachelor's was information systems.
Okay.
And my master's, my MBA, is in operations management.
Okay.
So that's my background. But I did real estate as a professional realtor for maybe about 6 years before we moved to Ghana.
So how long have you been in this business?
Close to 18 years
And
in real estate.
yeah.
Yes.
Would you say that you've achieved what you... No, let me just ask this question first. Did you have a vision for this business when you started it? And have you achieved it?
Yes. My vision was to excel in whatever I do. So I remember my broker, which is a real estate person's boss, is called a broker. Okay. And I remember back then, my broker always said that in the morning when you wake up, you have to have your goal in mind. Who are you selling to? What do you want to achieve? What are your goals? Is it another house that you want? Is it another car? So what is it? Take a picture of something like that and stick it on your mirror so that you have the goal visualized in front of you, that this is what I'm working towards. So I always, every time I wake up or even before I go to bed, I think through my mind, so what are we doing tomorrow? What are the goals? What are the specific action items that we have to do? And I think that has helped me to realize my goals and objectives. Yeah, pretty much. I think that we've achieved it's still a work in progress, but pretty much we are good. Okay. We've achieved quite a bit.
Every business has ups and downs.
Yes.
Even in life, you have some challenges.
Yes.
What are some of the challenges that you encountered starting this business throughout this 18 years journey? What are some of the challenges and how were you able to overcome them? Okay,
so in Ghana, the terrain of doing real estate business is quite different from abroad because there are not specific rules and regulations that are government instituted that guide you in your work. So you as a person, there are general rules, but you as a person have to have some ethics and some, morals and code of ethics that you go by as an individual. And that sometimes, because there are no specific rules, can be challenging when you're working with other companies and other groups, because anyone can just cut across and, circumvent the transaction that you are working on.
You're the CEO of the company.
I am.
A woman who is a boss.
Yeah.
Having subordinates under you. I think most of your workers are male, right?
Yeah.
How is it like relating to them?
I have been very lucky to have workers who are very, very dedicated. I see most of them as family because they've been with me for so long. So in that sense, I've been lucky. But when it comes to stepping out of employees and going into the field and doing business in a male-dominated industry, that's when the challenges come because unfortunately, there's still that perception, or I don't know if it's a cultural thing that, oh, she's a woman, so, we can just not deal with her as we would deal with our fellow man kind of thing. So that's where the challenge is. It's not so much the employees.
How did you have to deal with that? Because you came from the States, you decided to start business here in Ghana, and your business is male-dominated. And now they are finding it difficult to accept you because you're a woman.
They were. At this point.
So how did you have to deal with that? Did it make you feel inferior?
Not inferior,
Or
but
did you
but
have- you felt
you
like you wanted
always
to give
have
up?
to, not really, no. You always have to kind of prove yourself more than if it was a male to male transaction. Some of the things they would say to you as a female, they wouldn't say to a male colleague. So that's something that you always have to kind of stand your ground and prove yourself. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yes.
Becoming, looking back from where you started and where you have gotten to now as an entrepreneur, do you think that God has taken you to where you want to be?
Yes.
Because I believe you're a Christian. I'm a Christian.
Yes,
So.
yes. I believe God has actually overdone my expectations. Sometimes I just marvel at. It's not that I am so far along in business and I have reached so far, because I believe God has still a way to take me. But I am very humbled and very grateful for how far He has brought me. Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Meaning that you have to blend work with family, with kids and all of that. How are you able
Yes.
to manage all of that?
That's one of the reasons that I moved back home to Ghana, because in Ghana, at least you have a support system. You have your family, you have maybe a few relatives who can help you with your kids. Your husband is not as stressed out as he is out there. When you have a support system and you put it in place, at least you can navigate through family and business. You have to create time for your family. That's very important. You cannot just work throughout and then some of your family aspects will also be neglected. So there has to be a plan. You have to have a plan and you have to put that plan in motion.
I know you do other things besides being a real estate consultant, but
Yes.
sometimes you would go through your ups and downs, your highs, your lows, and all of that. There should be something that would drive you to want to do more. What is that thing that motivates you?
The satisfaction of the customer. When you are able to help them through, for example, if someone is looking for a family comes to you that they are looking for a place to live, or a house to buy, or a house to rent. Housing is one of the most important things in life. Housing, shelter, apart from food that we eat and clothing on our backs, is housing over our heads, which is the other most important thing. So if someone comes to you, steps into your office with a request like this, that means it's a serious request. And to actually be able to help them navigate to the point where they have what they are looking for is what inspires me and motivates me to do what I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
What else do you do besides being a real estate person?
Besides being a realtor, I have a skincare line called SMB Skincare. That company is called Soap and Body Limited.
Okay.
And the product line is SMB Skincare.
And what do you do?
And we do mostly, do you know African liquid black soap? In our local parlance, it's Alata Samina. So we do Alata Samina in bath gel form.
Okay.
We also do it as a facial wash. We use shea products and do shea butter for the body and for the hair. We also have shea, which is in oil form, like baby oil, but it's extracted from shea, the shea nut.
Is it like a passion, or you just decided to do it
Well,
as a business also?
As a business person, I wanted to do something that is not import dependent. During my real estate career, I branched into importing real estate materials, building materials like tiles, bathroom, sanitary ware, mosaic, wall art, lighting. So I branched into that, but that was, I came to find out that that was very heavily dependent on imports. You have to import everything because in Ghana, we don't have a tile manufacturing company. So if you want to buy tiles, you are buying an imported product. So after a while in doing that, I realized that if we want to help this country grow, we can't focus so much on imported products. We have to use some of our products here, our natural resources, in creating products that will benefit us and for us. So that's one of the reasons I went into that. I wanted to use something that we grow in Ghana, something that we can use and produce it to an end product.
We're still talking to Mrs. Yvonne Opare. She's really educating us. I'm learning a lot. I hope you're also learning a lot. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned.
Are you planning a trip or you're going for a holiday with a lot of destinations all over the world? Just decide on where you want to go and see Ryan Travels will take you there. We offer UAE visa, air ticketing, tour packages, hotel reservations, corporate travels, and many more. You can contact Ryan Travels on 0264 623 091 or 0302 408067. You can email Ryan Travels at c.ryantravels@gmail.com. Ryan Travels. You pack, we plan.
Welcome back from the break. This is the Noble Woman Show, and we are still talking to the beautiful Mrs. Yvonne Opare, the realtor. Mrs. Opare.
Yes.
Okay, your skin business.
Yes.
Is it also doing well like your real estate business?
Yes. The skin care business started not too long ago. It's not as long as
Like
the
how
real.
many years or months?
It's about, no, not months, about getting close to 2 years.
Okay.
So, and so far it's been wonderful. We've been able to be approved. All our products are approved by the FDA. We are in supermarkets, shops, that you can just walk into a shop and pick our products. I believe we listed the shops where the products are. Another shop that we have the product is a shop called Novelty in Jowlu.
Okay, so these are some of your products, right?
Yes.
S and B.
Yes.
I'll just let you take us through some of them briefly.
Okay. All right. Okay.
What each one is.
Okay.
What it does.
Sure.
And maybe just one benefit of each.
Okay, certainly. So these are the same. And this is the African liquid black soap. It's a body wash or shower gel. It smells divine. Smells heavenly.
Oh.
Yes. So it's not your typical alatasemna that has the sense that some people are not very keen about. It also lathers very well. A little bit of a drop in your sponge goes a long way.
Okay.
So that's one of the benefits. You don't have to pour so much in able to have the bottle stretch over a long period of time. It clears your skin of any blemishes, any dark spots, and it's very, very good for your skin.
Okay.
So that's the body wash. We have the same in.
That's the same. It's a different size.
Yes, so these are
The same
this,
thing, but
this
it
is the same
comes
size,
in-
but this is the travel size.
Okay.
A lot of people who come from abroad want this type of African black soap products, and sometimes these ones are too big to carry. You know, there are weight restrictions, so we did the travel size for those who would want it. This is the face mat. It's also alatasamina, but it has a lot of nutrients, extra nutrients in it.
So what's the difference?
This is for your face, for face wash.
Okay. Okay, this is different from this.
Yes. So this is a face wash. It has lemon in it. It has honey in it. It has sugar, which all these three things, if you research, they are very, very good for your skin. So, and this is a super thing for your makeup removal. When you do makeup and at the end of the day you go home, sometimes we don't realize that you can wash your face with soap, all right, but still you have some residue.
Yeah.
But when you use this and you clean your face and you look in your face towel, you see that everything has been
I think
taken
I need
off.
this one.
Yes, definitely. This is a bestseller.
Whoa.
And then this is the shea butter,
Okay.
locally called inkuto. And this is whipped, so it's a little softer than the normal one. This is slightly scented or slightly fragranced. Sometimes the shea butter has a bit of a strong smell. Some people like it, and we have the raw one also without any kind of fragrance. But some people, I find that also like the slightly fragranced one to take the scent a little bit out of it. So this is shea butter. Is mixed with a bit of neem oil. Neem oil is very good for your skin and hair. So it's mixed with that.
So you can use this on your hair,
You
your
can
body,
use this on your
anything.
hair, your body, everything. Yes. This is the shea oil. Shea golden oil.
That's the one you're talking
That
about.
is the one I'm talking about. So it's in an oil form, and it's very, very good for your skin. You can use it as a massage oil. You can use it for your scalp. It works wonders for your scalp, especially if you have dry, flaky scalp. It's very, very good. After you wash your hair, you just put a bit of it in. This is perfect for that. And then we have raw honey from a bee farm. So this is 100% raw honey straight from the bees. No additives, nothing. Raw honey. When we are bottling it, we actually have to sieve it, because sometimes some of the honey, the bees, you find it inside, so you have to sieve it, and so that makes you know that it's straight from the source. And it's really good for your skin. Honey, a lot of people don't know honey is good for your skin.
How do you use honey on the skin?
You put it on your face, like a facial scrub. You leave it on your face for 5 minutes. When you are bathing, after you finish bathing, just wash it off your face. It keeps your face, nothing, keeps your face very fresh. It opens up your pores. This is a very good skin exfoliant. You can research it. You can Google honey on the skin, and it will let you know all the benefits. And of course, the most popular thing to use honey for is for your tea or for your food. So it's also very good for your food. This is aloe vera. Aloe vera also has powerful benefits for your skin. This is like a face mist. So when you finish washing your face, sometimes your face is a bit dry. If you want a moisturizer for your face, this is it. Aloe vera moisturizer. It's a facial mist. You just spray a little bit, rub, and then dab your face with it. You leave it overnight. In the morning, you wash your face off.
Okay. So you do it before bedtime?
Yes.
Okay.
And then this is alatasamina in the solid form.
Well, nothing is added.
Nothing is added. It's just slightly fragranced.
Okay.
So this is the solid form alatasamina. This is how, back in the day, this is how it was used. So some people still want to use it this way. So we have this option also for them. So that's a bit about the skincare line so far.
So you're doing a whole lot. You're a whole lot in one. And you're doing a whole lot.
We thank God.
What would you say to an entrepreneur, a young lady? It's a woman's show, so I want to talk in reference to women or ladies.
Right.
A lady who wants to do well for herself, wants to be her own boss, but she sometimes gives up at the least challenge, at the least problem. She wants to just give up on herself.
Yeah.
And also she listens to people, you can't do it, just let go. And what would you tell such a lady?
As a young lady growing up, we as adults and as parents always have to instill self-confidence in our young girls and our young ladies. Self-confidence avoids a lot of things, a lot of other effects that a young lady can have. Self-doubt, inferiority complex, you get into relationships and you're doubtful of yourself, how good you are, and, so all these things can be avoided through through talking to our young women about self-confidence. For a young lady who is trying to be an entrepreneur, what I'll say to her is start small. Don't give up. Do what you're doing every day, but start gradually. If you start big and you're not able to come up with funds or the necessary things you need to push you through, that's where you may be able to, that's where challenges come in and you may want to give up. But if you start gradually and it grows authentically, then you are on the right path. So I'll tell young women that whatever it is, just start. Even if it's small, still start. Starting is very important. Start and continue. Continue to grow it bit by bit. If you are doing maybe 10 units of whatever products you are doing today, continue to do the 10. When you see a little bit of profit, you can add 5 more. When you see more profit, you can add 5 more. Just continue and grow it gradually. And that will help to be able to avert all the self-doubt and I don't want to do it anymore. And just be confident in yourself and pray. With God, everything is possible, but you have to work. You can't say that with God everything is possible and be sitting home and expecting things to move. Do your part and leave the rest to God, but you have to do your part. Okay. So that's what I'll say to young women.
Thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
coming to my show.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
Okay. It's been an amazing time here today with Mrs. Opare. Okay, it's been an awesome time today here on the show with me, Gabriela. I hope you learn a lot because I really learned a lot. She educated us. Today's interview was more of an educative interview. I believe you learned a lot and you will not give up on yourself. She said that you should believe in yourself and start small. You definitely get there. Thank you so much for being with us today on the show. See you same time next week. Bye-bye.